you don't mind, we'll just let these lie in your lap. How's that? Straw.
Thanks.
Man, she loaded you up. Okay, I'm in. Go ahead and
Thank you.
put yourself
I think that'd be impossible.
on. Well, I understand. I just didn't want you to be shy about eating. What's your tattoo say?
My name.
Oh, okay. Where'd you get that done at?
One of my stepbrothers had somebody do it while I was drunk one day.
Oh.
I was like 18, I think.
I didn't do that job on the barbed wire. That's kind of 3D-ish. Sure. Terrence said I should appeal my taxes and go ahead and try to claim him.
Well, if you're my dad, I sure am glad that I look more like your wife. You comfortable now? Is it all right with those things on your ankles? All right. Go ahead and eat, man. Well, I got my sweet tea. There's no ice in there. I can put ice in it. Really? Yeah. Can't have sweet tea with no ice. They've been keeping you in that front area there until you come in, since you come in Friday? So, besides telling your dad sorry, tomorrow, anything else you want to tell him? Or go ahead and eat, man. I'm sorry. I'm bringing it up. Just go ahead and eat, man. I'm trying to be heartfelt, if there's something you want me, or I want Jeff to tell your dad, we will, Just take a deep breath and gather your thoughts. It's fine. care what anybody says. Oh, McDonald's got the best fries ever.
I think they do have some of the best fries.
Rowley's aren't bad. But the McDonald's and French fries.
I haven't ate Rowley's in probably 10 years. Probably when I work second shift.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes late at night when you're working all night, it's the only thing that's open there. Or McDonald's on the east side or one of those places, you know. You can only do so much McDonald's.
Yeah. You comfortable eating and talking at the same time?
I mean, we don't want to seem rude and talk to you while you're eating, but just want to go over a few things. You okay to talk? All right. Terrence, one of the first things I want to do is I just want to clarify a few things. I was a little confused. I know Friday we were talking about the. And before we do that, yeah, he's right. Because I forgot. We are in custody. I got to read your rights to you, just like I did the other day. Okay. So bear with me. I apologize. That's just part of our policy. And as soon as I find me a copy to read off of. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present while you're being questioned. You cannot afford to hire a lawyer who won't be appointed to represent you for any questions you wish. You can decide any time to exercise your rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand your rights. Okay. Like I was saying, I was a little confused the other day on the window. I want to make sure I know what window you're talking about, okay? Because obviously crime scene did a lot of work on it. This is the front of the house. Of course, this is the alley pictures. Is this the area that you parked in the back? Now, the gate's open. Do you remember? Is this the area that you parked in the back here in the alley? Or this is the front of the house. Do you think you parked out front or do you think you parked in the back? This is just looking down the alley in one direction. Here's a better shot of this is the fence, and it's kind of grew up in the back. I know it's kind of hard to see it all at one time here, but these are all shots of the back here. See, there's a better shot of it right there, back of the alley. Obviously, I know it's nighttime when you were parked there, so it looks different. But is that the alley you remember parking in? This would be like right here is her house. Right here is Aleah's house. You know, this is the, and then this would be looking the other direction.
This would be like this would be the one way going this way.
Yeah, that's Governor going south. And that look familiar to you? Well, there's the front of the house. You think he parked in the front of the house?
No.
Okay, it was down. Probably just look different to you. Okay. Well, here is the back of the house. You know, there's some pictures of the back of the house. You remember any of that?
That's her house.
Yeah. Okay, so you remember that?
I know what the house is.
No, I'm saying, but you remember that's her house. Okay, that's all I'm asking you. Now this is the back windows. I think at one time you said when I talked to you it was the back window, but then you said it was Aleah's bedroom window. So this is a window that was found partially open in the back, but then we have some pictures of. Let me move forward here. Now this is looking down like right here. if this is, they're sticking together here on me. If this is the side, this is looking down the side of the house. This is like, if I'm standing right here with my camera, looking down the side of the house right here, this is the angle, this is the view I'm looking at. Now you see there's a window right there that goes into her bedroom. Is that by chance the window you went in?
I didn't go in there.
You didn't go in it. Okay, what do you mean you didn't go in it?
Took her out.
You just reached through the window? Well, I mean, this is pretty high. You would have had to crawl through at some point. Well, look. Okay, then while we're on that, this is the window. So that window is right there. And that's her bed. Now, obviously, you'd have to reach pretty far. Tell me again how you did that, because this is what we need to clarify. Okay? Tell me for sure how you took her off that bed without completely getting into that window.
Pretty sure I just reached in and grabbed her.
Let me ask you a question.
Close right here to the toy box is right there.
Well, there's a toy box right there. Yeah, you're right. So how did the toy box help you in some fashion? Explain that to me. Not physically help you. A toy box can't move. I mean, did that toy box play a factor in this? Tell me about that, because that's important.
It helped me slide her over so I could pull out the window.
Okay. So, let me get a couple better shots here of that bedroom. Hang on one second. Let me get a better shot, okay? So this shot right here, for example. Or maybe that shot there. That's a little better. So that's moving over. That's moving over, farther over. So see how that lid is kind of cockeyed? How it's kind of tilted? Is that what you think that was done by you pulling her through that window on top of this? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if it was like that afterwards.
Well, this was the morning that her mother realized that she's gone. This is our crime scene technician taking pictures the morning after she was missing. So this was probably within a few hours of you taking her from the home, okay? So see how these curtains, these blinds are messed up? Did you just push the blinds open with one hand and you're saying you reached across the bed and drug her? Is that what you did? Show me exactly. And then you showed me yesterday about how you lifted her. Why don't you stand up for me and tell me again show me how you drug her across and then what you did from there. Like this is the bed right here. That's the toy box you're sitting on. Okay, show me how you did what you did.
Reached in and pulled.
Okay. So you pulled her through the window?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember this? You remember that growth, that high? That's probably the start of a tree or some type of growth. I don't know what that is. But did you remember going past that or anything? You got her over this fence by yourself? Did you remember anything breaking on this fence?
I think that was already broke.
You didn't break that off? It looks fresh to me, like maybe you cracked it off or something?
I think it was already broken, not for sure.
But you got her over this fence? Is that what you're saying? All right, Terrence, I want to ask you a question, okay? The story is somewhat believable, okay? It is. And if that's the truth, I appreciate it. But I want to make sure, I know Detective Hands here, we're worried about something, okay? We're really worried about something. And we don't want this to come to light later. You realize that your younger daughter, or your your younger sister, Carly, she's 13, gonna be, or just turned 14. She's a juvenile, okay? So she's protected by law, all right? I want to make sure, did Carly help you remove Aleah from the house?
No.
And you promised me that. Now I told you the other day, Terrence, I know you apologized to lying for me the first time, you know, before we got to the whole truth. I mean, you told me a majority of the truth, but you didn't tell me the whole truth. You didn't tell me the part about her actually being alive when she left the house, okay? And you apologized for that, and I commend you for that. Terrence, it's tough on everybody. It really is. This is, you know, but I commend you for being honest with me, and you told me everything about the sex with Aleah when she was dead upstairs, and you told me about all that stuff. The duct tape, you were honest about that. So we commend you for all of that. So now there's no reason for you not to tell the truth on anything else, okay? So we want to make sure neither one of those two teenage girls, Michaela or Carly, helped you remove Aleah from this residence. Not even Kara. Because your exact quote was the other day that nobody in the family helped. That's still your story. And there's nobody else that we're not aware about. There's another friend. There's nobody else with you. If you were asked to place your hand on the Bible, on the stand, next to that judge, like you said today, that's an oath to tell the truth and all but the truth. And they ask you the same question, you would say the same answer. There's nobody helped you remove Aleah from the residence.
Why would I have to testify?
I'm using this as an example. No, you may not have to testify. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you were asked to tell the truth in front of a judge, if you were asked to put your hand on the Bible, which is to send a lie on that Bible, what I'm asking you is, would you still say the same thing, that no one helped you remove Aleah?
Yes.
Okay. Of course, you can eat and drink anytime you want to, okay? You don't have to wait for me, all right? Just feel free to eat and drink as we go along here. You also came clean and told us the truth that original story you told me about having sex with Aleah a couple of weeks prior to, remember? Okay, and you said that was a lie also, is that correct? And I'm glad you told me that, because there were some red flags popping up online. Because you remember I mentioned to you that Kara had been gone to Indianapolis for her surgery? Okay. And I knew that she hadn't been back to Evansville very long when this happened. So when you told me a couple of weeks prior that you had sex with Aleah, I thought, that was kind of questionable. So my point is, I want to make sure you still stand by that. You're telling me, again, prior to you removing Aleah from this house that night, the night that she died down at the vacant house on Bedford, that you never had sex with her prior, and you never paid Kara for any money. That was just a lie. Okay. While we're on that subject, and again, I know you get embarrassed, and I understand that. We talked about the dog incident. We talked about, you know, that stuff in your past. And you admit to me that you had had sexual relations with Kara on a previous occasion when you were under the influence and things. Is that still the truth? You had sex with Kara? Okay. How many times did you actually have sex with Kara? Just one time. Now, obviously, like I told you, about a month before this happened, she had a surgery in Annapolis. So, I know you don't. You weren't involved, but it's about the time period shortly after the time that your dad was arrested for the shooting incident, okay? And I think I asked you before to make sure you had sex with Kara before the incident when your dad was arrested for the shooting, or after? Before. Okay, all right. And you just had sex with her one time, and it was involving drugs and alcohol, okay. So there's no reason you're telling us the whole truth on everything else. You'd be honest about that. You promise. Okay. All right.
Well, it's already over. I'm not going to be able to get out of jail anymore.
Well, then right now the only thing you can do is be honest, right? And I asked you, and you don't know of any other times that Carol let other guys have sex with Aleah? So you think that part's probably not true, or as far as you know? Or,
As
far as you know. But you definitely didn't have sex with prior with Aleah prior to taking her that night. Okay. I'm gonna ask you one more time because you are being honest. You're not protecting Kara for anything, right? You promise that.
Yes.
You would tell me the truth now that it's all come out. So we're not missing anything, right?
No.
You acted alone. And just had the idea to take her down to Bedford Street. So I guess when you put her up there, you never intentionally meant for her to die, I guess.
No.
Okay. You pretty certain? Tell me again how that duct tape was wrapped. Okay. Do you think you could have covered her nose up at all? You sure about that? Are you positive?
Positive.
Just her mouth was covered up around her head. Well, with her being handicapped, she probably didn't breathe very well anyway. How did you lay her upstairs when you put her down?
I really don't remember.
Well, when you had sex with Aleah upstairs, was she on her back? You didn't do any other positions with her. Is that right? I hate to be gross, or I hate to be blunt, but I have to ask that question. When you had sex with her, you were on top of her, and she was on her back. You didn't put her on her knees or anything, and do anything else with her. Okay. Hey, go ahead and eat, man. I'm sorry. But going back to the window, you feel pretty certain that this window right by her bed, the one with the disturbed blinds and that lid there on the toy box, that's where you got her from, right there. Okay. Jeff?
Terrence, what I'd like to, I've been working with Detective Melton on this since the get-go on this. I just happened to be out of town when this all went down. I came in early this morning and watched your thing from the other day and read some of the stuff about everything. And I just kind of like to go over a timeline because I've been privy to some information that after Kara found out that you were in custody and she was talking to your dad, have you known Kara longer than your dad?
I'm not sure who knew each other longer.
Okay. How did you originally meet Kara?
She babysat me, I guess, one day of Jamie.
She babysat you?
Yeah.
And who else?
Jamie.
Jamie.
Wilder.
Okay. Is that one of Kara's high school friends or something?
I'm not sure if they went to high school.
Okay. And then, how old do you think you would have been when that went on?
I don't know. I know it's when she lived in Bradford Point.
Okay. All right. That helps. And so she would come over. You would go over there, and she would watch you after school, or
It wasn't like always. It was like a couple times.
a couple times. Okay.
With Jamie.
And then you start getting older, and after Kara moves from Bradford Point, do you know where she moved to then? Is that when she bought the house on Iowa? Do you know? Or?
Went to my sister. Her and my dad was together.
Okay. So when was the last time you saw Kara and talked to her?
Wherever Dad was, I went over there. My dad got locked up for shooting at the house.
Okay, so after that you went over there? Okay. That was on the 23rd of May of 2016 is when that happened. We'll kind of do a little timeline here for you. So 5/23 of 16 is when Dad gets arrested for shooting up the house. That was on a Saturday or Sunday morning.
That was June 16th, wasn't it?
Or I'm sorry, June 16th.
Yeah.
Is when that happens. Was it a couple days after that you went over there just to check on them, or what happened when you went over there?
I can't remember if it was a Saturday or not, but I know I was drinking the night before.
Okay.
But it was sometime in the morning.
Okay. And you go over there with their, is that when the sexual relation happened with you and Kara is then? Okay.
I think it was in November of 2015.
Okay.
I think.
So it's been a while back.
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember when Aleah went to the hospital in December? Do you remember that?
For a leg.
For what's that?
For a leg.
I know she was in the hospital for a while for dehydration and some other stuff. December of 15. Do you remember any of
I
that?
didn't know about it.
Okay.
I just knew about her leg.
Okay. What happened to her leg?
Not for sure.
Okay.
I just know it had something to do with her leg while she was in there.
Okay. So after her dad has his incident over there and you go over there, when would have been the next time you were in that house?
After the shooting,
Yep.
the time when Carly was showing me the bullet holes.
Okay, so you were over there another time then?
No, that was the last time I actually was inside.
Oh, it was inside? Okay. And is that, I don't want to put words in your mouth, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. After the shooting, you go over there, is that the time you're talking when Carly shows you the bullet hole, or should you go over another day?
No, that's the only time I went inside.
Okay. Had you ever snuck in the window over that house over there before and scared Carly?
I tried to wake her up. I was drunk, I was trying to see if I could stay at night.
Okay, and explain how that went down.
Like, you know, whatever it's called, like the back door to that little gate, and it's the wooden plank area.
Mm-hmm.
It was like before you get down, it's the first window. I kept on knocking on it. She wouldn't wake up. And I was getting ready to tap her when I was opening it. She woke up, got scared.
Okay.
So you were coming through the window and you scared your sister?
Because I was trying to wake her up.
Okay.
So, and then did you have an incident where you crouched down between the houses over there and your dad yelled at you? He was yelling out there, who's outside, and you were over there? But when was that? Was that?
Whatever, I don't remember. I just know it was the day I got into it with somebody at the busybody.
Okay. And were you coming over there to see if you could sleep, or just a place you knew you could hide, hang out? Okay. And that was before your dad got in trouble? Okay. And what about the incident with the car?
That was the time I was trying to call my friend to come get me because of that.
Okay. So,
He happened to come outside.
okay. And what about the incident with Carly? Was that before your dad got in trouble?
About the window thing?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. It might be after.
Okay. All right. So after Carly shows you the bullet holes in the house, when would have been the next time you would have been inside that house? Or gone over to the house?
No.
Okay. So the day that this all occurs, so we're talking the 17th of July of 16, the night all this occurs. Run us through your day. What happened that day?
Pretty much my day involved me smoking a lot of K2.
Can you tell me one more time?
Pretty much my day involved me smoking a lot of K2.
Okay. And
So you smoked K2 the entire day, and okay, go ahead.
And it just popped in my head to go do what I did.
Where were you at smoking the K2?
Tim's, I think, but
The one on Blackford?
yeah. I think I was sitting out my truck though.
And that's that little red Dodge you had on her? Big wheel.
It just popped in my head and I just did it. They took her.
Okay.
So, with it being that amount of time frame that you've been in there, you know, it'd been a little while since you've been in there. How did you pick that window? How did you? I mean, take a deep breath here and just the best of your recollection. Let me know how this night went.
Parked in the alley and
Do you remember what clothes you had on?
no, I don't remember.
Okay. Nighttime? Okay.
I know it's dark. I'm not sure what time though.
Okay. And we park in the alley, and then what do? Let's go step by step through this.
I can't remember if I went through the gate or I jumped the fence.
Okay.
But I went to Aleah's window. It was unlocked.
Okay. We're walking up. We're walking up. We get out of the truck.
Go ahead, you take it.
Okay, so this would be the alley. Do you remember if you came down and turned in this way? I think in your other statement you said you backed into the alley?
No, I'm not talking about one. Bedford.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, that's right, you back in the alley over on Bedford.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one thing that we just wanted to clear up. So here we go. So you think you can't remember if you went through the gate or you jumped the fence? Did you look in any of the other windows to see if could you look in any other windows to see make sure they were asleep? Do you remember the TV being on? Just take a deep breath and just the best you can remember how this went.
Something was on. I don't know if it was TV or like a light or something.
Okay. And you know how the layout of the house is here. We have one of the. Could you? The one with the couch.
I don't have any.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't have one to use. The best I can do on that is this one right here.
You've got the room where Aleah's at in there, and then you have the room over here. Tell me what you remember seeing over on the couch over there. Can you remember
What's I do for you?
do you remember where Carly was sleeping, or who else was in this? This is Aleah's bed right here. This is the living room. Who's out in the living room?
You know, it's kind of a little picture. It's kind of facing at a looking downward.
You know the kind of the funky L-shaped couch.
Kara was right there. Carla was laying like that.
Okay, so Kara's here, and Carly's here. Okay, and what are they doing?
Carla's asleep. It looked like Kara was just laying there, sitting up. I don't know. She was waking up.
Okay, what? And what do you mean? Just how? You said Carly's sleeping and she's sitting up. How do you, or what do you remember of that? Did she make any contact with you or anything? Okay, and where's Roscoe at?
I didn't see him in there.
Okay. Did he ever come in there?
No.
Okay. So,
That's the cup he was talking about.
That's one of them.
I didn't see that.
do you always wear your glasses? I mean, I wear mine sometimes I don't. I don't know how. Do you remember if you had them on that night?
I don't remember.
Okay. So we go around in here. Where do you think you went when you got into the backyard? Do you remember going over that fence on the side of the house? This fence here?
Mm-hmm.
You do? Okay. So you get back here. How did you know her window would be unlocked?
I didn't.
You didn't?
Where's that one up and down there? Here. The long picture of that.
So did you try the other windows?
See the two different lines. That's up.
Okay. So you remember going over the fence? Is that true? You do remember going over the fence? Okay. Is this the window you went to, do you think? Or was it the window on the other side? That one? Okay.
That's the window that's right by her bed. That's the one you think you went through? Okay. Do you remember sliding up the screen? Looks like in that picture that it's a little bit of a gap, like it's been pushed open a little bit.
I don't remember.
Okay, all right.
So
Is it, Terrence, is it, I don't know how to word this, just be wondering, are you pretty quiet? I mean, I guess it sounds like you're good at going through a window and getting into a house without somebody hearing you, the way it sounds. Is that pretty accurate, you think? I mean, how much you weigh? I mean,
130.
130 pounds. So you're small, you're skinny. So do you think that you got through that window and drug Aleah out of that window across that toy box and Kara never heard you?
I don't know for sure, but I know I just reached in. I heard it, my whole body never went in.
Okay, but I mean that Kara never got up and said, "Hey, you," or "Terrence," or "What are you doing?" or nothing. She never heard you, awoke, or whatever she was doing, asleep, or.
She never said nothing.
Okay. Can we talk about something else while we're, and Jeff, you think about anything else, we'll talk about it in a second, but there was a report on file this Aleah Deisher, how you pronounce it? Deisher. That's Glenn Eastwood's new girlfriend, right?
I guess. I know it's his son's baby mama.
Okay. Girlfriend, they're not married, right? Now, there was an incident where she caught you in her house. Right? And there's no reason not being honest now, right? Now, you were able to get into this woman's house about 4:30 so in the morning.
I don't think it was no 4:30.
Well, you know what? She said there were two incidents. She said she yelled at you.
I think it was 3.
Well, in the morning? Okay. 3:30. I don't remember the exact time. I don't have my glasses. Hang on a minute. I think she reported about 4:30. Okay. So it was in the middle of the night. So you were able to get into this woman's home without her hearing you. And she said that she awoke and you didn't know she was on the couch. You were looking in her bedroom and she saw you crouching down in her hallway looking in her bedroom.
Not crouched down.
Well, you were in her hallway. You had something in your hand, a wooden club or something?
No, I was carrying a stick.
How'd you get in her house without her hearing you?
Her bathroom window was open.
Bathroom window was open. So.
And I knocked on the door prior to that. I asked if I could come in and warm up because I was walking from First Avenue and somebody gave me a ride over there. And as far as they was going, she told me to knock on next door to see if his name Joey let me stay over there. If not, they'd come back.
Okay, this happened just past January 2017 here. So this is a time when Aleah is still upstairs in this house on Bedford. I just want to make sure I understand this one. be honest with me here. I mean, you've been honest about everything else, Terrence. Were you going to rape her?
No.
Well, what was your intention? Looking in her bedroom and having a stick and climbing in her window? And
Because I was drunk and the police came.
the police were outside or something?
Yeah, like they shined their lights on me. Like after I got done knocking on Joy's door, I was ready to walk back up, but I was stuck when I seen them flashing
Well, she
lights.
said you knocked and then she chased you away, and then you
She
came.
didn't chase me.
She told you to leave.
She told me to knock and ask Joey if I could stay over there for a little bit. She said if not, to come back over.
But then she wakes up an hour or so later and you're in her house, in her hallway by her bedroom. And again, Terrence, you know, now this is all irrelevant. It really is. I'm just trying to understand your mind thought, because we had the incident, you're younger, you had sex with a dog. You know, now you've got Aleah upstairs in the vacant house on Bedford. You've had sex with her, and she's a handicapped girl. Do you have a sexual drive that you can't control? I mean, you know, now you're in another woman's home here in January, in her hallway by her bedroom, with a stick in your hand. You know, what was you're obviously under the influence, so it sounds like your sexual desire increases when you're under the influence. Were you going to have sex with this girl too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I know what you're thinking.
Well, I'm just, when you were in here with Detective Melton the other day and you told him that Kara told you to move the body because she would get in trouble.
No lie.
What, run me through your thoughts. What were you thinking? Why did you come up with that particular story?
I have no idea.
Do you like Kara?
I look down upon her somewhat.
I'm sorry.
I look down upon her somewhat.
You look down upon her? And why is that?
Because she let me stay outside during the cold one day.
She wouldn't let you in?
And when was that? You mentioned that before. When was that?
It was sometime when I was staying at the rescue mission.
A year ago? Longer? What? A long time ago? What?
Probably a year ago.
Okay. What he's getting at is this: you've had relations with her before. Do you have enough feelings for her, intimacy-wise, why you protect Kara? Would you protect Kara because you deep down care for her? No? You would tell us the truth?
Do you have a certain loyalty to her because it's your dad's girlfriend and he's in jail and you were trying to help her out in any way?
No.
See, up until I talked to you the other day, I think you probably caught on to this. When I was talking to you, it was hard for me not to believe that Kara was not truly involved. Very hard for me to believe that. Because you got to understand, I've investigated this from day one. You know, and she's been involved with drugs. She's made bad mistakes. She's been involved with a lot of bad stuff. So, Terrence, it was very hard for me to believe that Kara was not involved with some. And you remember, I even told you that. I said, don't let Kara, push it on you. You remember all that? Is that what made you kind of make up that lie? Because I was believing that. And therefore, you thought that'd be an easy excuse.
I had no one to see my mom view.
So that's how you come up with a lie about her taking $20 for sex and for her asking you to get rid of the body?
Yeah, and topics as well.
Topics. Oh, because of the conversation about her prostituting out. And that's what's bad about social media. I think I bought into some of that, Terrence. People out here have said all kind of bad things. That, yeah, she was doing this and she was doing that. And I bought into some of that too, even when I interviewed you Friday. So that's what I was making sure. Did I kind of put some of that into your head to make you come up with this lie?
A little bit.
But the truth of it is, that's all not true. You acted alone. You would swear on your mother, on your father, and on the Bible that you acted alone in this crime and you took her by yourself.
Yes. Have they ever left you alone with Aleah and DeMarco and Kara left and the girls were all gone, it was just you and Aleah in the house? Because it's my understanding, what I'm getting from Kara talking to your dad, is that you watched Aleah a couple times.
Carly and KK's been there all the time.
Okay, so you've never been alone with Aleah, just you two in the house? Okay.
You need to finish eating or whatever you do. You just go ahead and do what you gotta do. You don't have to wait for us, all right? If you want to wipe your eyes there, it's fine. We understand. There's nothing wrong with showing a little. That just shows you're human and you've made a mistake here, right? Did you happen to see the news there? I even got emotional, man. I broke down. This it's been tough on a lot of people. I sure you didn't plan on getting emotional in front of live TV, I can tell you that. But it happens, even the best of us, all right? So don't be ashamed of crying. It's fine. We understand.
Is there any part of this that you haven't told us that you're scared to tell us? Because I'll be honest, it's a learning. I've been a policeman here 27 years, and I work over on the FBI task force. So I see a lot of different things. We see everything from terrorism to bank robbery, murder for hire, murder, kidnapping, bank embezzlements, bank robberies, and we see a wide variety. And he's been on 20-something years. And the last true missing girl case we had, Joelle Lockwood. Do you remember her? The girl they found in the cage. Okay. The one we had part of that was a girl that got grabbed off the school bus, and that happened to be my case. This is back in the 90s. It tells you how old I am. But so it's a learning experience for us to sit down and talk to you. And I appreciate this because it's going to make us better investigators when we do this. Is there any, and like you said, what's done is done. If you could change it, you would go back in a heartbeat and change it. I have no doubt you would. So what's done is done. And if we can glean as much information, so if we run across another case like this, we can, you would be helping us out. If there's anything in here that we haven't asked you, or is there any other details you remember anything about any of this case from the time it popped into your head? Had you had thoughts prior about having sex with Aleah prior to that night of smoking K2? Any of the other nights you got high? Did you ever have any feelings or anything like that when you get high to have sex?
Sometimes, but not like that, because normally it makes me pass out.
Okay. Why do you think this time was different?
I don't know.
And do you know why we picked Aleah?
I don't know.
Well, why not Michaela?
I have no clue.
So worse, and obviously I've never smoked K2, so I can't tell you I know what it feels or anything. So you're sitting in your truck smoking, is that what you said? And then just how does it pop into your head? What was your thought process to go over there and just to take her, to have sex with her? What was the process of what was the idea of just taking her then? Try to walk me through this. Put me in your head and let me.
And Terrence, it's okay to be honest. It really is, because you've been honest about a bunch of other stuff. Just be honest on this part too, even though you may think it's embarrassing. Okay.
I just wanted to take her for like a few days just to get back at her, because I thought she set my dad up.
You wanted to get back at Kara because she set your dad up?
I thought she did.
Okay.
On the shooting part. What is your understanding of the shots fired?
From all I know, when like he was saying, he was hearing Kara and some guy talking that there's going to kill him.
Are we talking about Marty?
I don't know.
Are we
I
talking?
just know when he hurt his leg for jumping out the window.
Okay. When your dad was out prior to the shooting happening, how often did you talk and see your dad?
Whenever I was able to stay up late enough after I got off Miracle,
And would you go by and see him after work?
he'd be riding around with my mom.
Riding around with your mom? And you would go, she would drop you off over there, or?
No, they'd be riding around. A couple times I drove him.
Okay. Did you, I know your dad, I've had conversations with your dad. I mean, I've got to know your dad during this whole incident. And so Brent went up and talked to your dad the day this happened.
Yeah, I did.
Did your dad talk to you about Kara's boyfriend that he had moved in, or that she had moved in, or any of that other stuff? Did you know about all the drama that was going on there with her ex-boyfriend, the white guy, Marty?
I didn't know the dude's name.
Did you know there was drama or shit happening?
No.
Okay.
All I knew is from what my dad was talking about that they was trying to kill him.
Okay. And is that where you had the idea that she set him up? Did your dad ever tell you that he was thinking that they were scheming to kill him, or?
That's what he was saying. They were going to shoot him.
Okay. And when did you have your conversation? When did you have this conversation? Who did you have this conversation with to get this into your head?
Okay. I think it was something what my mom was telling me. I seen that he jumped out the window from what they were saying, and he was actually hurt on his leg.
Okay. So we're smoking, and then what's the plan then? What's the thought process?
It just popped in my head to take her.
Okay. From the outside of the house, do you know which window was Aleah's? Okay. From being in there, how many times do you think you've been in that house?
I don't know.
Okay. More than 10? Okay. What about, have you ever smoked meth with your dad and Kara, all the three of you together? Okay. Did you ever buy meth from your dad? Did he ever give you any? Okay.
You've been in that house enough for that dog knows you. That dog trusts you. Did your mother tell you to go get Aleah?
No.
I mean, was that part of the plan because your dad, you felt like Kara was setting him up? Was your mom part of that?
No.
Your mom didn't tell you at all to go get Aleah?
No.
Your dad didn't tell you over the phone in the jail? I mean, we can check that.
No.
We can check those conversations. Your dad didn't tell you, hey, son, Kara set me up, go get Aleah.
No.
None of that happened. It was all your idea.
So we're smoking and then just, okay, so we're going to go get her. So, I mean, you got to put us in our shoes here. You have two people that are asleep on the couch, two people that know you, and we're going to remove a body from the house. That takes a certain amount of, not skill, but the ability to do that and to go through the window. That's where I want to. Did you pull yourself up in the window and then reach out and grab her? How did you? This is where I really want you to just take a big deep breath, try to clear all your thoughts. I know you've got probably a million thoughts going on in your head, Terrence, and I understand that. But this is just where we're trying to figure out how it happened, because A, it helped clears a lot of this stuff up, and B, it's just a huge learning experience for us, and it's closure for the family, because they're feeling guilty for what happened. Is there something that they could have did that would have stopped this? So this is where if you can just take a deep breath and just relax, and when you're standing there at the window, walk me through how this happens.
I can't remember if I was leaned in like there or not, but I might have been.
Can you stand up and let's pretend there's a window right here.
Let's say this is the window right here. I mean, Did you do this to slide the window up? Do you remember, did you do this?
I can't remember how I slid up. I just knew it was unlocked.
Okay, and why would you know that?
I know I pushed it, it would start raising. I can't
Okay.
remember if I used both hands to pull it up or not.
Okay, and then just kind of just thinking this is the window here, and just kind of try to recreate how you got her, because she weighs 190 to 100 pounds. Let's take a deep breath, Terrence, and just think of how this all occurred.
And it may be easier. Use this chair. Imagine this chair is the window sill. And like, did you remember leaning over that and then reached in, or did you actually climb? Like, if that's the window sill and that's the top of that toy box, did you step 1 foot in? You definitely didn't step 1 foot in. Show me like that. If that's the window sill right there, recreate how you did that.
Okay.
So you're like reaching towards the bed.
Do you know, did you grab her shirt, her feet, her hands? What
What part of your body did you grab first?
Grab her arms.
And you just drug her? Okay, show me how you did that. The toy box is right there. That's the blue top of the chair is the toy box. Do you remember those blinds? Did you have to push those blinds back?
I think my head was pushing forward.
Your what?
My head when I was
Your head pushed the blinds forward. So you're using your head to push the blinds while you use your hands to grab her? Okay, then show me how you did it. Kind of lean over and show me that. Okay. Oh, that's fine. I know. It's good. Okay, I get the idea. So you leaned over and then you grabbed her by her arms, and then you just pulled her through the window. So you never really laid her like flat on the grass or anything. You just brought her out the window, and then you showed me how you cradled her like a what's that? Where you cradle someone like a bear hug, I guess.
Yeah.
Like a bear hug. Is that how you cradled her? And you said you struggled to get her to the truck. Did you have to lay her down at all, or did you just?
I did sit her down for a second.
Do you remember why that was at?
I don't remember.
What is she doing during this time? Is she waking up, or is she it's like grunting? Is she saying? Is she? You know how she groans and makes those sounds. Was
Laughing.
she was laughing. So she thought you was probably playing with her or something.
I think, I'm not for sure.
Okay. She was able to, like, I heard her grunt like mom, like mom. Was she able to grunt anything that you understood? Okay. So she just probably thought she was playing with her. You said she was actually laughing? But I know she laughed, but she laughed and grinned when I was there the first time. Okay.
And do you remember how you got her over the little fence?
No, I don't remember.
Did you take her out the gate, or did you lift her up over the chain link fence?
Chain link fence.
There's a fence that goes across the backyard where the alley is, and then there's like a little gate down here. Did you go out the gate to your truck? You said when you parked there, you didn't remember if you jumped over the fence or went through the gate. So I was just wondering, when you were going out, did you?
I might have went through gate, I can't remember.
Okay. And then just the other kind of questions I had was, and curiosity is, or I mean, just after you had sex with her and you wore a condom, did you wear a condom? What did you do with the condom? Where is that?
I don't know.
Would it be in that house?
I'm not sure.
Now, you said you wore a condom during the lie part about having sex with her before. You're saying you actually had sex with her with a condom when she was dead? You did.
Yeah, and I know it broke.
And that was when she was dead. Okay. Did you have on gloves when you went to the house to take her? You said you smoked Newports?
Smoke Newports, smoke Marlboro Black menthols.
Okay, now but you said you do smoke Newports.
Yeah.
There was an empty carton of Newport cigarettes in the alley. Could those have been yours?
Yeah, like a carton?
No, like a pack. I'm sorry, not a carton.
I don't know. A lot of people around there smoke Newports.
I'm just asking.
So if you had to think of where that condom is at, where would you think it was at?
There's no telling.
There's no telling?
All I know is it broke.
Now, you described the shirt she had on. You said you thought she had some shorts or something on. Describe those again.
That part's a lie too.
So she just had on a diaper.
Do you know where that's at? Did it fall off when you were moving her in the truck or anything, or did it go? Did you ever remove it so you could have sex, or how did you? Where would that diaper be at?
But it wasn't at the house.
No, we're trying to confirm. Did you put it in the trash? Did you throw it somewhere? You don't remember where it's at?
I thought it was in the house.
On Bedford.
Wasn't there or something?
Uh,
It wasn't there or something?
To be honest with you, I don't know what crime scene has yet. We haven't compiled all that. They gathered a lot of stuff. I don't know. I have not seen their complete list of what they've collected. So that's what we're trying to find out. So when I have a chance to look at their list, I can match stuff up. Okay. I know we have the duct tape. I know we have that.
And do you remember where you got that from, or where did that come from? Did you bring that with you? Was it in your truck, or how did that get introduced into this whole?
It was in my truck,
Okay.
my glove box.
And how does it get from your truck to up there?
So I covered her mouth with it.
Okay. So did you when you take her out of the passenger seat to take her up and put her in the house, do you grab that then? Do you come back down and get it? When would you have got that duct tape?
I assume I went back out there and got it.
Okay.
So you didn't put it on the duct tape on her in the truck. You put it on up when she was upstairs.
That's what I told you yesterday.
I know. I just want to make sure I understand. Okay.
And I probably interrupted you, and it was my fault, but back to the thing of, is there anything that you can think of that can help us out in this case? To show that you're a 100% remorseful guy for what you've done. Is there anything that we don't know about that we need to know about in this case? Is there any evidence anywhere that we need to go get, or so we can put the whole quote, when we put this to bed, we can put it all to bed thing. Is there anything else that we're missing that we haven't asked you about, that you maybe forgot about, and since you've had time just to be in that cell by yourself, and I'm sure this is all ran through your mind, is there anything that you can show to us that you're helping out that's hidden somewhere, or anything that we need to know about?
As to the house in Bedford,
Any part of it at all?
I know the diaper should be upstairs.
Okay. And the condom, you said it broke. When did you realize it had broken? After you'd already came, or when did you know that it had broke?
When I was done.
When it was done, you looked down and it's broken? Okay. So what do we do after that?
I either smoked it or I went to errands.
Okay. And do you think you would have just taken the condom off and just thrown it down somewhere upstairs? Or I haven't been in that house because I was out of town. That's why I'm being so inquisitive about the house, and I apologize.
There's no telling what I did with it.
Okay. I mean, do you think you would have went down an alley and threw it in a trash can, or just? I've been married for 27 years, and I got cut a long time ago, so I haven't had to wear one. I'll be honest, I haven't had to wear one a long time ago.
Most I think I do is throw it outside if I did do something with it.
Okay.
So could that diaper have been thrown in the trash too, you think?
That what?
Could the diaper have been thrown in the trash out back too?
I think I ain't. I don't even think I took that out. I think I left it up there.
Okay.
So I know about the condoms, like all my experience with girls. Every time I have sex with them, I always take the condom outside and throw it out there.
Get rid of the trash or something?
No, I usually throw it out in the street.
Okay.
And after you leave that,
So,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
so one time when I was messing with a hooker, I left it in the garage.
Okay. Okay.
Is and then after that, how many times do you go back after she's deceased? How many times do you go back in that house? Just to check to see if anybody's found her.
So one time I covered her up.
And how long of that would have been after she was deceased, after you had sex with her? How long after that did you go back and cover her up?
Didn't I say a couple weeks?
I think that's what you said, but what do you recall?
I just know it was when I seen them people snooping around the house.
Okay. So were you protective of the house? Did you spend more time over there kind of watching it to make sure?
I was always working.
Did you ever think about taking her sometime in the middle of the night and taking her somewhere else out of there? So it wasn't next to the house that you are associated with? What stopped you from doing that?
Scared.
Yeah.
Now, when you said you covered her up, will you explain in detail to Jeff, because he wasn't here? Explain to Jeff how you covered her up.
With clothes that was everywhere upstairs and a mattress.
And I haven't, like I said, I haven't been in the house. Was this a place where people go get high, have sex, drink, or?
I know I used to always get high in there.
Okay. And did you feel comfortable, or did you feel safe bringing her there because you were familiar with it? And have you told anybody, or have you ever came close? Have you ever felt close to another girl or anybody or any friend that you came anywhere close to telling what happened? Nobody? Did the guy that you went and played video games with, did you?
I didn't say nothing to him.
Not him? Did you just act normal, like nothing happened?
I'm sure it wasn't normal.
Yeah.
But you never told your dad over the phone in the jail that you had her up there?
No.
And you never told Glenn next door, your stepdad, Glenn Eastwood, that you had her over there?
No, I didn't tell nobody.
Didn't tell anybody at all?
No.
Is Kara?
That was my first time talking about it.
Is Kara? Is any of her phone numbers in your memory on your phone? Do you have any of her phone numbers?
That's a good point. I'm sorry to cut you off, but you said to me Friday Now you had two phones. There was a cheaper one, like a flip phone that was kind of cracked.
That was my dad's old phone.
Yeah.
Before he got locked up.
Okay. And then you had the yellow and black phone that you said was the Wi-Fi only phone. Okay. The one that you said was your dad's phone. You're talking about DeMarco Roach, right? Your real dad.
Yeah.
Now, he gave you that phone? Or
My mom did.
your mom, meaning Dawn, gave
Yeah.
it? Did you get that phone from him prior to him getting arrested on June 16th? Or after that?
I know it was my mom just let me start using it, and he was locked up.
Do you know how she got it?
I imagine he gave it to her.
Okay. Did any of those phones, have you ever called Kara on the phone? Never talked to her on the phone? Do you
No.
Facebook?
I do sometimes.
When would have been the last time you used your Facebook account?
Friday.
Have you ever communicated with Kara on Facebook?
Last time I said to her is, "You want to smoke?"
And when would that have been?
Yeah. No, it's been a while. I don't remember exact date.
Before or after the incident with Aleah happened?
I don't know. I had to check the messages.
Okay, and what's your Facebook name?
Sasuke Kun.
What is it?
Sasuke Kun.
Oh, you got me. Say it again.
Sasuke Kun.
Can you write?
Can you write that down?
I went
Just write on my folder right there.
I went to a junior college.
Then would you mind put above that, put Facebook name? Or just Facebook, you know? All right, thank you. Okay.
Are you friends? You're friends with Kara on there? Okay. And
It's cake. Okay.
how'd you come up with that?
Anime series.
What is it?
Anime series.
Oh, like a cartoon. Yeah, I was talking
What I
about.
was watching yesterday before you took my phone.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry. Okay.
What? So since Aleah's been missing, have you had any contact with Kara at all? Have you seen her anywhere? Has she been? When DeMarco got out, your dad got out for those couple days. When he got released on the state charges and before we arrested him on the federal side, did you see Kara and your dad at all? Because they were out running around all over town.
No, I was always working.
Okay. What shift did you work at AmeriQual?
Second.
Okay. The night that this happened with Aleah, did you work that night? Did you get off at 11 then smoke?
I can't remember if I worked that night or not, but if I did, I got sent home for being high. It's happened a few times.
Okay. Do you see? Is it a true statement you were working at AmeriQual when this happened with Aleah? Okay. And this is just like it's just some of the puzzles being. We've lived this case. I know you've lived it. I can't. This is probably a selfish statement, but we've lived this case just like you have for the last 8 months, because we take. When we raise our right hand in front of the mayor and get sworn in to protect the citizens of Evansville, it can weigh on you, and it's weighed on me. I've canceled vacations and should have spent time with my family. I didn't. It was my own fault. But when I work on a case, and he's the same way, we like to do everything we can to solve everything, and sometimes it's to our own detriment. But so that's kind of why I'm being so about stuff. Do you sometimes feel that you can't fulfill your sexual needs, or just haven't found the right woman, or what? Everybody's got their own thing, That's what makes the world goes around. That's why we have shops on Greenville Road to sell sex toys and all the other stuff. and there's porn, there's all, I mean, everything. I mean, so what, how do you describe your sexual life?
Like, what do you want me to tell you about it?
Is it frustrating? Or what is your, is it you can't fulfill what you want to fulfill, or what?
I guess it's okay.
It's just like they say with meth. They say your first high on meth is the best, and then you're always chasing that high after that. Is that true? Do you look at the same way with sex that way? You're always trying to chase a better high or a better...
What's getting high got to do with sex?
Well, I mean, like a better orgasm or a better... I mean, what... It just... I mean, if you just got to look at it from our perspective. The incident with the dog, and then the incident with Aleah and stuff. Is there anything you're missing or leaving out that we need to know about, or any other incidents that we need to know about?
Just be honest, Terrence. You've been honest so far, and I'm proud of you.
I mean,
So getting high with the sex life, pretty much what you're talking about?
yeah, like did you ever do something else that you wish you could take back as far as sexually?
Something I could take back as far as sexually.
Is there any other girls out there or women that you've had sex with that maybe they need some closure? You know, maybe that they were felt forced upon, or have you done anything sexual with another person out there that you haven't told us about?
No.
Because, you know, now's the time to help them people out. That is, you have brought tremendous closure to this family. Now they know what's happened to Aleah, okay? And even though you know you're in trouble, and you know what you've done's wrong, you brought them closure.
Closure is like comfort.
Yeah, you've let them know the truth. The truth is so powerful in our society. I know that a lot of lawyers don't like to hear that, but between normal people, day-to-day average people, we treasure the truth, because the truth is what, you know, makes us who we are. And when people tell the truth, when they show remorse, and when they just simply say, I'm sorry, it goes a long way. And if you've made other mistakes while you've been high on K2 or something, and there's other women out there that need this same thing, tell us now.
There's not.
There's no other, you know, I don't want to call them victims or anything. Is there no other person out there that you've hurt sexually in any way?
No.
Have you peeped in girls' windows before?
No.
I mean, for the thing of seeing them undressed or having sex or anything like that? I mean, like you said.
Maybe when I was 12.
It's just,
Terrence, I thank you. Like he was trying to say, this has been 8 months of hell for me too, you know, as well as him. This has been a very important case, and now we can lay this girl to rest. And we know the truth. And the truth is so important. So I commend you for being man enough to stand up for, you know, to be honest, okay?
I mean, there's going to be people that say, I can't believe you. I don't see how you could go in a room with a guy like that and not make your skin crawl. It doesn't make my skin crawl at all being in here with you, because you're an adult, you're a man, and you're manning up and taking ownership of what you've done, right? It's somebody, the ones that have been in here that have done crimes and then said, hey, screw you, or...
You know, the ones that don't, the ones that hide behind the legal system, you know, and they hide behind that, and they never tell the truth. In my opinion, because I believe in Jesus, you know, those are the ones that will burn in hell someday. If you ask for forgiveness, you will receive it. Okay. All right.
Is there anything else you want to talk about, or anything that we've not covered that? I feel like you just got. I've been doing this for a while. I just look in your eyes, and I just feel like there's maybe one or two small other things, or some other things
something else
that you want to tell us, but you're just scared to, or just embarrassed about it. And that's all part of it, man.
This is a time to let it all free, to set it all, get it all off your chest.
I just wonder if they're going to try to get back and get one of my brothers or sisters.
Oh, you worrying about your family? I don't think so. Kara is more hurt right now, and obviously, you know, the family's devastated. Okay, but I don't think they're going to do her any revenge. Okay, you know, that's something that I don't think you need to worry about. Okay. Of course, you have your stepdad, Terrence. He'll take care of those little kids. You know. Is there anything else bothering you? Anything else you want to tell us about? And just get it off your chest, man. It's all right. If there's something else you want to say to somebody else that you want them to know, or we could pass along, or
Tell you, I can tell there's a thing or two in your head that's swimming around in there. You're just scared to let it out, and that's all right. I mean, now's the time to do it. We haven't judged you. We haven't done anything. We've been nothing but polite with you. We're all humans.
hey man, I cried the other night. I did.
It's all right, Terrence. Just let it out.
Am I ever going to get to see anybody again?
See anybody again, you mean as far as your family and stuff? Well, Terrence, obviously I can't predict the future, okay? But I do know that they do have visitation and things, right? You're not going to be totally kept in a black hole. No, you know, the people,
They put me in a suicide gap for no reason.
Well,
and they still won't give me a phone call.
I'm going to tell you why, okay? That was suggested by higher-ups because when you have a crime involving a handicapped girl, they're worried about other inmates trying to harm you, okay? Because obviously, when a crime happens to a girl like Aleah, some people get angry and they want. So right now, that's just for your protection, okay? Things will calm down. Things will calm down. All right, and no matter where you go from here, you'll have visitation. You'll have people that can come see you, okay? Obviously, you know you have to be penalized and punished for what you've done. You know that. There's no way around that. I'm not gonna, blow smoke or try to make it seem better than what it is, because it's not. This has been a bad thing, but your honesty will go a long, long way. Okay. You didn't intentionally kill that girl.
I know.
But unfortunately, she died during a crime that you committed. Okay, as simple as I can put it. Okay?
When you talked about how you were, you thought she set your mom, or Kara set your dad up, you said you were going to keep her up a couple of days. What was your plan then? If she hadn't passed away, what was going to be Terrence's plan then to reintroduce her back and get her back out, or what was your plan if she hadn't passed away?
I was going to let her worry long enough, and I was going to drop her back off.
At the house, in the night, or when would you do that?
At night, I was going to kick open the door and just leave.
Like a way to just try to scare the mom. So you never had intentions in turning Aleah into like a sex slave or something. The sex was an afterthought. So this whole idea was a plan just to give Kara a little payback for the the deal with her previous month with your dad and the shooting deal. Okay.
Does your dad and your mom still, and I mean, this is totally normal nowadays, or any time. Did your mom and dad, what is their relationship? Is it cool? Do they get along?
My dad.
Yes.
He's talking about Dawn, right? He's talking about Dawn.
Dawn.
And Dawn and your dad DeMarco, not Karen DeMarco, but your real mom, Dawn, and
They're still friends.
Do you think, I mean, I know this, you probably don't want to talk about this since it's your parents, but do you think they still messed around behind Kara's back?
I don't know.
Okay.
all right. Terrence, before we clean up here and take you back, anything else you can think of? Now's the last time. Me and you probably won't speak again because, I guess you're going to go to court tomorrow, okay?
They told me when.
Well, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't have the court schedule, but
I think they probably did paper court this morning.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, what I meant is you'll be, down the road before I see you again. Okay. So is there anything else that else you want to tell me or anything else?
I just want to know I'm sorry.
Okay. And we'll pass that along. Okay.
And then when we drop you back off, when we take you back out, who are you wanting to call?
My mom.
Do you have a good number for her?
We'll do that.
Okay. When we get you back out there,
We'll do
see
that.
if we can.
We'll do that in private. Okay. Then you have a little conversation. All right. Or you just want to do it here real quick? Go get my phone. Let's do it here real quick.
Okay, where's your phone?
It's on my desk. You all right, man? I know it's hard. Anybody being mean to you, the Joe?
When I went there yesterday, they said they was going to take my tray.
Who the jailers?
Or somebody in the cell.
Oh. See, and I think that's why they're trying to keep you isolated. Don't look at it like they're trying to punish you anymore. I think they're trying to keep you away from other inmates, okay? Because until things calm down, the other inmates are going to be rough on you. You know that, okay? Are you done with any of this? What do you?
And my brothers and I seen you yesterday.
Your what?
My brothers are there.
Your brother's in jail now too? Which brother's that? What'd he get arrested for? You want these?
I don't know. I've been trying to tell him, but I couldn't understand him. I just know he got the $2,000 bond.
Okay, well, hang on a minute.
And I don't know if they're being mean to him or nothing.
Well, something we can find out, okay? Hang on a second. Just 1 second, okay?
He gets in here, he'll unlock it. You want us to give you some privacy when you talk to her? Okay.
Can I use the bathroom
You want to do that first or after?
first? And go.
Okay. He's in there now, so. You got to pee?
Yeah.
And if you think about where that condom's at, you can always have one of the jail guys get a hold of us. And we can come out and see you on the side or whatever. And I just...
I think there's somewhere around that house. No, I think it's in there still.
Around the house?
If it's not in there, it's probably around there.
Okay.
But I don't know if I threw it or not.
He's going to use the bathroom first. I'm going to go see his working content too. If it's filled, I'm not going to
Oh, okay, yeah. Do you, hey, while we're here, Jeff, we need to find, Terrence, do you have any problem with without us having to get a search warrant? Can you give me a DNA swab, which means we'll take a cotton swab and get saliva from your mouth? It won't hurt. Just need to do that. That way we can prove what DNA is yours. Can you get one of those forms, Jeff? What's your mom's number?
812-550-5686.
Name's Dawn.
Yeah.
5686. This is Detective Melton looking for, with the police department, looking for Dawn. Hello? Hey, Dawn, this is Detective Melton. That was the police department. Hey, I'm sitting here with your son. We've been talking about a few more things we need to clarify. He wants, and I promised him that I will I'll let him speak with you. So he wants to talk to you for a few minutes, okay? Hang on one second. Yeah. I'll give you some privacy so you can step out there.
Mom. Will you get my stuff? I guess. You know, Dion's in there. It wasn't, yeah. No. It didn't go the way I planned it. Because I was trying to keep her Aleah a couple days to get back in care because I thought she set up my dad. She was dying that day.
She died that day?
Yeah.
Because you knew she was sick. Why would you do that to her? She's a baby. What?
I didn't plan on killing her.
You killed her?
No, I didn't plan on she died on her own. It says suffocation.
I love you.
I love you too. you get my stuff?
What stuff?
The stuff from the jail? I got
Terrence, I don't know what you're gonna do. They're gonna try to kill you. In jail. Other inmates.
They got me on suicide watch right now.
You're trying to kill yourself?
No, I didn't. It was it was the higher up's choice to put me on it.
The what?
It was the higher up police officers to put me on it. Even though I told her I'm not suicidal. And they ain't gave me a phone call yet. The detective just gave me one. And you
Do you want to tell me what happened?
about when?
To Aleah.
She died from suffocating.
How?
Because I was smoking and I covered up her mouth with tape so she couldn't, nobody hear her.
So she could.
So I guess
How did
she,
you carry her?
well, you know how you you carry something with two hands? Like you know how you cradle something like to your chest? Like when you pick something heavy up that type of way. Mom,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be getting paid Thursday or Friday on my bank card. You can have it. I mean,
Still want your money? I'm trying to.
I can't do.
You said they wanted to buy your car, and I was gonna try to sell it. I didn't know if I'm supposed to put money on your thing or.
I can't do nothing with it. What can I use a lawyer for? The only thing a lawyer could do for me at this point is probably get me a deal. I don't know how a deal works.
No one helped you do this?
No. I was real high on K2 that day. Or night, whatever it was.
Did you say or night?
Yeah. 'Cause I guess it was nighttime. Yeah, it was nighttime when it happened.
You did it at night?
Yeah, I was smoking, but I was high all day that day, and it happened at night. It just popped up in my head to get back to care because I thought she set my dad up.
Yes, I've seen you on K2 so many times. You can't even carry your own body.
This was a different batch.
What?
This was a different batch.
That makes no sense.
Like, you know, the weak batches and the different ones than the ones they experiment with.
No. I've never done that. I've never wanted you to do it. I know every time I see you, no matter where you, who you got it from or where you got it from, you could not move.
It was, I don't want to talk about it. What did they try to buy my car for?
about. Is that good enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I talk to your mom before you hang up?
I don't know when my visits would be. Can I put on speaker real quick?
Yeah, just go ahead. Hang on.
Please don't hurt yourself, Terrence. I love you.
I'm not.
Hey, Dawn. Hey, this is Detective Melton. I just want, you can talk to him here for a second before you hang up. I just want to make sure if you need it, I was going to talk to you anyway here pretty soon when things calm down. But this number that he called you from, that's my cell, okay? So if you need anything, just holler at me. I want you to know something. Obviously, at the jail, there's other inmates that are violent and angry and stuff because it's got so much attention. So the higher-ups decided to keep him in an isolation cell for a while so he's not in danger from anybody else. So I just didn't want you to think that they were trying to punish him or something by keeping him isolated, but that's for his own protection for right now, okay? You there? Okay. So anyway, my name's Detective Melton. I'm the lead on the case. If you have any more questions about anything, you can call me, okay? But and then of course he'll probably be appointed attorney when he goes to court this week here, okay?
The officer.
Okay, so let me give the phone back to him, then you guys can finish your conversation real quick. Okay? All right. Just finish up with her. And
Where did I leave off at? But I got court. Oh yeah, the visit. I go to court Wednesday at 10. The 5th at 10. Then I got to court Tuesday. Alright. I love you too. I'll put you on my visit list when I can. I don't know when they're gonna give me another phone call. I love you too. Terrible everybody else. I love them too. You heard me? But will you send me some pictures too?
you're talking about getting up.
What?
What's that?
I didn't know how. Yesterday was the first time I started talking about it.
Just tell her I'm gonna ask the jail if you can't call later, okay?
Detective Bell said he gonna talk to the jail, see if we can talk later.
This is what I'm looking for. Yeah,
I love you. What? No. I love you. I gotta go. Yeah. I love you. I love you too.
We'll see if we can't.
Huh?
We'll see if we can get the jail to let you have some more phone time, okay?
Alright.
Can't make any promises, but we'll see what we can do, okay?
They were supposed to give me one Friday. They said they would, because when I got there, after I get my fingerprint, they were supposed to give me one. They didn't.
Okay.
And they said for the last couple of days, I'm
We'll
supposed to get one. They still
We'll
didn't.
see what's going on, all right? Let Jeff.
I appreciate you letting me talk.
No, that's fine, man. No problem at all, man. You've been cooperative. That's what cooperation gets you, Terrence. When you cooperate, I'll cooperate with you. You want to put the cuffs back on him, Jeff? Or? Oh, that's good. Yeah.